Hey, we're back at Ludlam Island Brewery because, well, to full disclosure, we shot here. We liked everything except the tasting because it lacked a very important thing, and that was Bill Topley, the owner of Ludlam Island Brewery. So we're back. We're doing it for real. We got Billy on board, and he's going to show us all about the beer and tell us about the beer. And actually, we're going to be drinking a little bit of beer. How you doing, Bill?
I'm doing great. Thanks for coming out today. I'm so glad we're reshooting this because if you remember, the first time we gave it a go, I was sitting off camera, and you guys just had so many questions for me. I was like, I should be a part of this.
That's what
I should be sitting with you. Yeah.
That's exactly what we said.
Yeah. And so I'm glad we're doing it, and have a whole different slate of beers on today. So
yeah, absolutely.
Very excited.
All right, what do we got? What order are we going?
Where do you want to start?
I think we should start with our house beer, Beachbound, which we just reintroduced to start celebrating our 5th year in operation. The kölsch is actually the first beer that we ever brewed here. We always loved it. It was like a mediocre seller. You know, it had its fans, but we thought we'd bring it back, kind of rebrand it a little bit. And so for the summer, it'll be $3 a pop in the tasting room. And it is our house beer, so it will only be available at the brewery, which we thought would be a lot of fun to do. So.
And it's a unique glass. Can you tell us a little bit about the glass?
Well, the glass actually, I mean, it's unique, I guess. Yeah, it's very traditional. In Germany, in their kölsch houses, they are served this slightly smaller glass. We didn't want to wash dishes every 2 seconds. It's called a Stange, which is German for pole. This is the traditional serving glass. Yeah, so it's really cool. This is nice. 13.5 ounce glass. We poured it the 12 ounce line, and so the $3 all summer. I don't know why I keep harping on the $3. I just think it's cool. I haven't seen a $3 beer in a while, so I thought for our 5th anniversary, it's like a little throwback. I thought it'd be fun to do. So
sweet.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Awesome.
You first.
Okay.
As you can tell, I've been nipping at this while you guys are setting up. So
it's really clean, crisp, summery.
It is very. You know, the funny story is when I was interviewing for head brewers, once I kept asking a question, and the question was, "All right, you're a beach brewery. You're right by the beach. It's summertime. What do you want to brew?" And Joey just didn't blink an eye. He's like, "A kölsch."
Yeah.
And at the time, I wasn't really that familiar with the style. So he was explaining to me what a kölsch was. And when we finally did decide to hire him, we went to Cologne to try his beer.
Did you really? No, you didn't. Did you really?
You don't know that story?
No, I don't know that story.
I offered him the job. He accepted. I asked him if he had a passport. He said yes. And I said, cool, we're going to Germany.
Wow.
That's the most amazing sign-on bonus ever.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We flew into, oh God, how did this trip go? We flew into Frankfurt, went to Cologne. You know what? I'm screwing this up because we went to Belgium first. We finished in Cologne. Went to Belgium, went to Brussels, drank a lot of, Belgian beers. Then we went to Amsterdam because you can't go to Europe and not go to Amsterdam. And then we went to Cologne. Yeah, so it was fun.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that was right after you hired Joey?
Yeah, it was before, so we didn't take the building over. Tuckahoe was still here.
Right. So
we had a little time to kill after he was hired. So I said, let's go check out these beers you've been talking about.
That's fantastic.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
And I love the art. That's adorable. The station wagon with the surfboard.
Yeah, there's a story behind that, but we'll leave that for another time. It's really cute. We're really excited about it.
It's really good. It's super clean. It's really gonna be very refreshing, like for a summer beer.
Yeah,
it's nicely balanced. It's not like a hot bomb. We actually tried it earlier, obviously. Last night, and I said to Beth, "This is like the gateway drug for micro beer because it's not a big giant hot bomb."
Well,
Somebody who's
that's
like
why
nobody had, maybe someone who's never had craft beer before. This is going to be like a perfect way to get.
That's why we love having it all the time. Because so many times we get someone come in and first words out of their mouth is like, they're with a group or something like, I don't really like craft beer. What do you have? And now it's like, buddy,
try this.
Yeah. You're gonna love this because it's got, it's pale enough, it's crisp enough, it's clean enough, but it's got just enough so that it was well crafted. It wasn't made.
Yeah, it's really super flavorful.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It doesn't taste like American lager.
Absolutely not.
It's a super flavorful beer, but it's not intense in any direction.
Yeah.
You want to hear my Kölsch story?
Yeah.
I was convinced that I could make kölsch from grape nut cereal.
Interesting.
When I dumped that batch down the toilet, it smelled so bad that she thought I was being sick to my stomach. She came running. Are you okay? I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
It's the kölsch.
Unbelievable.
But the story ends, it has a happy ending because it was how I figured out how to like mash grain
Okay,
and really
cool.
make beer from scratch.
Yeah, awesome.
Second batch, I made it right with barley malt and it converted the grape nuts and it was really good. It was
Oh.
actually a very good beer.
Yeah, great.
So we had grape nuts kölsch. What do you think? Like it?
This is better than the grape nuts.
Thank you.
Of course it's better than the grape nuts kölsch. It was made by a professional. That was early on. That was like one of my first 3 or 4 or 5 beers. But I sold the story to Brewery Lovers magazine, so
Did you really?
yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
it was fun.
Very cool.
The story turned out really well because it was like the whole process and
Yeah.
failure, and it
Yeah.
ended with success.
Yeah.
And, it was a good story.
Yeah.
All right, we should probably finish this. No,
Go ahead.
We have more.
we had more. That was almost a spit take, dude.
That would have been cool.
Oh my god, that was almost a spit take. All right, what's next?
So I'm looking at these beers, and I think the next one, I think we should go right to the shandy.
Okay.
Because after that, we'll get into hazy, and then we'll get into the spicy. So I think that's a good order. So our last minute shandy, which was named because we couldn't come up with a name for it for the longest time. So we had a meeting up here, and I was like, we need to come up with a name of this beer. We can't be calling it, at the last minute. Be like, oh, this is our last minute shandy. And Brad was like, wait a second. And yeah, we did it. It was cute. It was funny. The time on the clock has some significance, but we don't have to go into that today.
Okay. All these secret messages we're getting.
Yeah.
So our shandy is, we brew a 10% wheat beer, or 8% wheat beer, I apologize. And then we really do make a batch of lemonade, and we cut that beer in half, and this beautiful beer.
So it's lemon. It's like traditional.
Well, this
shandy.
one's black cherry. It is lemonade, but this one's flavored with some black cherry.
Okay.
So we do 2 varieties right now. We're working on a 3rd for this summer. The first batch that we did, and one that we rotate through, is strawberry lemonade. So we do that, and we do black cherry. We actually, we weren't big shandy fans, and one of the partners, Lou Cerrone, he'd been begging us to do a shandy. We were like rolling our eyes, like, we don't want to do a shandy. Come on, like I don't want to make that beer, And so then he was very persistent. So we said, all right, let's do one. So Joey and I got together, and we thought, let's make one where we will like kind of wheat heavy, real nice body, not too light. And lo and behold, it sold out of the park. So
Nice.
It's in constant demand all summer. It's a struggle to keep up with, and much to Lou Cerrone's credit, sweet sells.
All right, I'm ready. What do you think?
It smells like childhood.
It does, because it has that like Kool-Aid thing.
Yeah.
happening.
I love it. Yeah, I think it's really cool.
And I did just taste it. And I'm thinking, if I came here with a friend who's not really a beer drinker, she's a wine drinker, she could drink this and
Yeah.
probably enjoy it.
That's awesome. Yeah, we were drinking it the other day, saying like, why do they make seltzer when you have this?
True. Yeah, because it's so much more flavorful.
Oh, it's just the body alone is just beautiful.
Yeah, much better mouthfeel than seltzer.
And I'm not like a huge wheat beer fan, so for me, it's like the sugar, the sweetness kind of covers up that weediness. So we get the body of the wheat without me personally having to really like taste that wheat.
But it's not like a Hefeweizen. He probably
No.
uses regular yeast, right? Not
yeah,
not wheat
ale
beer
yeast,
yeast.
yeah, or regular house yeast, yeah.
Yeah, so it's got a super clean finish, and it doesn't have that.
Yeah,
that
I've
banana
never
thing
tried the
happening.
wheat beer by itself. Maybe I should try that. That'd be, yeah, I'd like to see what that tastes
The
like.
first time I had a wheat beer that was made with regular yeast was at Sierra Nevada
Okay.
in California, and it blew my mind because I'm not a fan of Hefeweizen with the banana and the root beer and all
Sure.
that. And some people love that.
I know.
I'm not one of them.
I'm aware people
Yeah.
like Heps.
So it was like, wow, this is so good. And it's a great blank canvas for doing something like this.
Yeah, absolutely, sure.
So yeah, nicely done.
No.
You're not going to tell us about the clock? Come on, Bill.
No.
I don't think he's going to tell us.
I don't think he's going
He's
to
just
tell
such a
us.
tease.
Not on camera.
We have to needle it out of him off
We'll get it
camera.
later. All right,
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
that thought
okay.
because we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.